Hello, welcome to Maximum Power. I'm Paul. Today, just really doing a quick video, just looking at a few games magazines, and thought something I've not done for a while is pick a certain month and year, well, more picking a certain year really, and just having a quick look at what's going on. Oh well, what was going on 30 years ago, which does sound like quite a bit back, because this was just as I started secondary school, September 1991. God, sorry, I'm struggling to even get that out. So not really too much to update, first of all, on the podcast. Still got a few guests lined up. It's just now getting around to having the time to sit down, record emails with questions sent out to people. So it might just be a case of like a little bit more of a break before a new show hits, but then I might be a couple like on the bounce, and obviously I've been busy with a few ideas for some games writing as well, which obviously I really want to push on with. But again, today look at a few games mags. I've just chose three. We have got Games X, which was one of my favourites. This is from 12th to the 18th of September 1991, issue 21, to have a look at. Also got Zero, dated September, obviously, issue 23. And finally, we have got Mean Machines, again, September 91, issue 12. So it'd be gone a year, with UN Squadron on the cover there. So this should obviously cover quite a bit of stuff, because Games X did a little bit of the 8-bit things, and then obviously Mean Machines with the consoles, and Zero with the home computer stuff, 16-bit. So it should just give anyone who wants to watch this an idea of what was going on, 30 years ago now, which still sounds crazy saying that out loud, but yeah, it just shows how quick time's going, really, as I sit here now, age 41. Anyway, so enough about that. Let's have a look at a few magazines. So, as I said, Games X didn't even last a year. This originally came out just as I was finishing primary school, and I absolutely loved it. It was cheap as anything. If we just have a quick look there, 70p. Really was pocket money prices. That's what my dinner money went on, really. And I know I'm not the only one, because I spoke to several people about that. And on the cover here we have got Robocod, which is a fantastic platformer. Don't enjoy it as much as I used to when I was a kid, but yeah, that's obviously the main feature there, with an exclusive preview. So it's just to really pull out a few key moments really in this issue. So here we've got Another World. Now, when this game came out, it did come out on consoles as well, eventually. But I remember playing that on the ST, and that's being blown away by, the intro here. Just seeing how nice it looked, and even the gameplay itself, offered quite a good challenge, with the help of a guide. I remember actually completing it, one of the few games that I actually completed really as a kid. Again, you had a lot more time then and everything like that. So just have a quick look here. Like I said, we've got a bit of 8-bit news every issue, a few pages of news. So we've got Codemasters, and they've obviously got some more 8-bit games lined up down here. Just what have we got? First Division Manager will be on the shelves for the Spectrum, Amstrad, ST and Amiga. Fantasy World Dizzy coming out as well for the Amiga and ST. Pro Boxing coming out of the 16-bit computers as well. This was obviously around the time where things were coming out of the ST and Amiga, roughly about £8. When your 8-bit versions, your Specky and Commodore 64 were only about £2 or £3. And then you got Slightly Magic here as well, $3.99. So again, I know a lot of people do love the old Codemasters budget games there. We've also got the multi-format charts, the official Gallup chart there from this week, the top 30. Just have a quick look. We'll have a look at top 10. We've got Thunderhawk, game that really just didn't interest me at all. Rainbow Collection by Ocean, can't remember what's in that. probably Rainbow Islands. I know it's a compilation, but I can't remember off the top of my head what's in it. Possibly New Zealand story. Anyway, Manchester United Europe, Hero Quest, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. That game is just so difficult. Dizzy Collection, Monkey Island, Viz, F-15 Strike Eagle 2, Eye of the Beholder. So that's like your top 10. And then just a bit further down, Gods as a new entry. A game that I still quite like, fantastic Bitmap Brothers game. And as said, we have got a bit of 8-bit footage here. Looking at a few mini reviews, so still 1991. Few games coming out. Miami Chase done by Codemasters. Who else? 3.5. Stack Up 2.5. A game called Swap. God, 12 quid. 4 out of 5. And then this one thing I do love looking at. The mail order adverts, obviously before the days of the internet, when you're having to send off for your games, and they are advertising a Mega Drive for 116 quid, and Master System 2 50 quid, and Game Gear 86 quid, really, give or take a few pence. I was obviously not spend too long on each magazine because obviously I've got 3 to go through. We've got Budget Bonanza. God, a bit of a poor showing for a couple of these. Cabal there, half a star, so well, half a X I should say. And what else have we got? Cloud Kingdoms 4, Footballer of the Year, which you can play on Antstream. Footballer of the Year 2, 3 X's there, and something called Enchanter, and oh god, that's awful. Shinobi, half an X. That's not a great review at all, really. I don't know why it was slagged off that much. That's obviously on the ST and Amiga, but also the 8-bits as well. Main review, not a bad game. Not everyone loves it though. We have got Magic Pockets, which also featured Betty Boo doing the do. 5 X's, gameplay 19 out of 20, lost ability 18 out of 20, presentation 18 out of 20. Again, this is on Antstream at the moment. I've just got to say, this isn't a paid advert for Antstream. It just seems to be that we got quite a few games from this era, on that service. So Magic Pockets was all right, quite a fun platformer. And again, I think it was on Motormouth. That rings a bell. The old kids TV channel. We had to ring up and say left, right, or you had to press it with your touch tone telephone. What else have we got? A game called Big Business. I'm going to be honest, never heard of it. And then we've also got Head Over Heels. Mainly know that obviously is the Amstrad version because that's what I spent a lot of time playing. And that is on. Is it the Amiga version? I don't know. Yeah, ST and Amiga version. Ooh, yeah, 8 quid. But it got 4.5 out of 5. So not bad at all. I'm just going to basically run through a little bit of this, otherwise I will be here for absolutely ages. These are like these little cutout reviews as well. Mini reviews, Megalomania on VST, 5 out of 5. Gauntlet 3 on VST, 4 out of 5. Crusader Corps, a game that is brilliant, 4.5 out of 5. So yeah, a few good titles there. Just basically whiz through a little bit, just so I can get to the next thing, really. So what I will go on to is, I know we're going to look at this with Mean Machines in a minute, but we also have a couple of console pages in Games X. Now this is weekly, so over the month you've got like a nice little console section, really. And featured Populous on the Master System, 4.5 stars. Talking about the links a little bit. Duel Master on the Mega Drive, 4 out of 5. Here we've got, quite relevant at the moment, seeing we've just had a third Bill and Ted film, but Bill and Ted on the Game Boy. Obviously the screenshots were so hard to take back then. 4.5 though, so we got a really good score, really. And then just lastly in this issue, the preview here of Robocod. And I know it's got a lot of fans. I know that someone was tweeting about it over on Twitter a couple of days ago. So just moving on to Zero, we have got a game we never played, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. starring Kevin Costner. Never played that at all. You know, I don't even remember seeing it, even when you have like we'll say discs from other means. You know, it still doesn't ring a bell. So I have got a lot of love for Zero. I think the writing is brilliant. I have been tweeting about it a little bit, and this issue came with quite a memorable cover disc. Well, 2 cover discs. So we have got Cadaver, The Last Supper. Now this was exclusive to Zero. So obviously, if you were, you know, a completist of Bitmap Brothers, this was something that you obviously wanted to get. So it's like a bit of a small adventure, but it's a really nice touch. And then also a demo of Myth as well. And as mentioned again, something I wasn't bothered about, a demo of Thunderhawk. And then next to it we've got an advert for Jimmy White's Whirlwind Snooker. Fantastic game. Really enjoyed playing that, even though I wasn't into sports games back then. So just to have a quick look, this is obviously the news pages. Again, set up quite nicely. You know, I feel like they really do make the most out of every single little bit of space. ST Chart, Man United Europe, Midwinter 2, fantastic game. Life and Death, something that I've played awful at it. RBI 2, baseball game. Gods, Cadaver, The Payoff, Elvira, Lemmings, Warzone and Speedball 2. Amiga, F-15 Strike Eagle 2, Ivor Beholder, Secret of Monkey Island, PGA Tour Golf, Gods, Lemmings, Centurion, Railroad Tycoon, Mega Traveller 1. Why not just call it Mega Traveller? I don't know, anyway. Speedball 2. Unless it's Mega Traveller 1 and it's, you know, like a ship's name or something. You know, serves me right for being a bit, you know, making bad jokes there. So, just to move on, we've also got some more news and, well, a feature really, with Magic Pockets here and also Captain Planet. So there's a few words from who is it? Tony Crowther, talking about Magic Pockets. Oh no, he's done a Captain Planet, sorry, and Sean Griffiths has done a Magic Pockets. So they're talking about, you know, what I've been up to, putting the game together. And then again, I've got the Cruiser of Corpse that had just recently been featured on the cover. Okay, so I think this is just based generally on Robin Hood, but again, still don't recall that at all. 3D isometric layout, but then again, I probably spent, if I was playing something like Robin Hood times or medieval times even, Defender of the Crown, you know. So just to have a quick move forward, review here, well, it's mainly on the other page for Jimmy White's there, but it's just to show you the scores. 92-93%. Honestly, it was so good. I don't think I ever saw a bad review of that game. And then what else have we got? Something that I remember only really playing on arcade, a game called Beast Busters, a light gun game with zombies, monsters and everything like that to shoot at. What else have we got? So I mean, there's quite a lot in these, definitely. And then a review of Thunderhawk, giving it 90% there. So quite impressed by that. It's just not the type of thing I was bothered about personally, you know, done by Core Design there. And then what else have we got? Just to have a quick, oh yes, it's only an advert, but it's a game I absolutely love. It is Hunter on the Amiga and ST. Basically, when I played Far Cry 3, Space on an Island, I just made me think of Hunter. You know, it was absolutely brilliant. Granted, doesn't look an amazing game, but just so good. You know, there's so much you could do on that game, and we spent absolutely hours on it, me and a couple of mates. Then we've also got, again, Zero getting in the console action here. Literally, seeing it's called console action, with Bart vs Space Mutants. A game which isn't that great, but obviously sold bucket loads. And this is the NES review of it. And they gave that 91%. And anyone that listened to the Ashley Day interview that we did recently, he was talking about his Commodore 64 version of it and playing that on a black and white TV. and then seeing the first level you got to spray everything purple, he was saying how difficult that was, playing a game where you really need colour on black and white. Like I say, I'm only just going to show a couple of things here. We've got news from the CES show that year, so this is what, 1991. Obviously things are a lot different now, the Rocketeer. What else have we got? We've got the Capcom hit list, which looks like, okay, so it was showing off the Little Mermaid, Tailspin, Mega Man 4, so it was showing a few of their upcoming games. And then just to whiz through this a little bit more, this is one we always remember, the photo stories, the jokey photo stories they did. So, Chart of My Heart, and is this one where he's a weatherman? Oh no, yeah, he has one Loving Life graphs, and you just got so many people, sort of playing school-age kids. It's obviously done like the old Jackie and Just 17 type of photo stories, and they were so good. I'm pretty sure that Your Sinclair did this as well. It's just something totally different. Not many magazines did stuff like that, to just go so over the top really with this sort of comedy. The Yikes puzzle pages there. So we've got Charles's Jolly Jumpers saying I'm a wanker, which really did make me laugh, just to see this, because I must have been 11, almost 12 when this came out. So yeah, just quickly show the last page. Special Reserve, always a mainstay in games mags back then. So okay, I'll try and wrap this up in a few minutes. So lastly, we have got Mean Machines and this UN Squadron. What a game! On the cover for Super Famicom, because obviously this is before the official UK release of a SNES over here. So we've also got Streets of Rage, and we've also got Spider-Man. So yeah, some amazing titles here. Really, really is. So just to have a quick look. So obviously this one done by EMAP. So the only thing I've not shown today really is a magazine from Future, because we've got Dennis with Zero, we've got Europress with Games X, and then we've got EMAP with Mean Machines. So I don't know, I think I've chosen some good examples here. I've chosen a good month really, because this is all the hype building up to Christmas, these September issues. And then what else have we got here? Some very strange EA adverts here. Put the cartridge into your brain. Just move that down ever so slightly. Yeah, I said so many times on the podcast, EA on the Mega Drive, absolutely amazing. Really, really were untouchable. So let's have a quick look at the main things here. Right, okay, so I'm going to point this out because a lot of people asking about this, and Jazz Rignall and Rich Ledbetter got involved. So this is it, Action Station magazine, given away in Woolworths as a promotion. Someone was asking about it the other day, and yeah, it's meant to be quite hard to find now. So if you've been into a Woolworths lately, you may have picked up a copy of Action Station, a completely Brill free console magazine. Why is it Brill? Because it was designed and written by the lovely Mean Machines folks, of course. So if you haven't grabbed a copy of this collector's item, and tell you what, 30 years on, if you're not kidding, you better get your skates on, because they won't be around for long. And again, probably weren't kidding, because I've never ever seen one in physical form. I almost said in flesh there. So anyway, featured review, UN Squadron, what a game. Obviously this did come out on home computers as well, but UN Squadron on the Super Nintendo is brilliant. It made the Super Play Top 100. It's a game that I own. It's a game that I enjoy playing. It's a game that I'm not very good at, because I don't know, I've got through a few levels, but I just love it how you can go in, upgrade your planes, get some real nice special weapons. The sprites are massive, some of the bosses, and what they've given it a really good score, 94% there. So just to quickly zoom in, this mission up here, obviously very memorable with the stealth bomber. 94%, absolutely brilliant, really, really is. And for such an early Super Nintendo / Super Famicom, game. It's great to see, definitely. We've then got Mean Yob. Granted, I'm missing out a few pages here, otherwise I could spend 20-25 minutes just looking at one issue of this. It's really good to see some of the artwork, that got sent in. Super Play, there we go, not mentioned it for a bit. Had some fantastic, envelope art. And then we've got a few others here, back Game Boy. Pictures really nice. That's brilliant. That's really, really brilliant. So, does it say you did that? Oh, they didn't put my name on it, which is a shame. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. So, just going to whiz on a little bit. Here we've got some tips for Turtles, which is definitely needed because I said it's difficult, and Shadow Warrior, which again is absolutely solid. So obviously lots of NES content still at this time. The NES was still huge in 1991. And then just to go for the next main part, I'm just going to whiz through tips and get to, oh God, what a game. I know it got better by the sequel, but Road Rash on the Mega Drive, absolutely brilliant. And this one I'm on about, like EA Games then were just unstoppable. Road Rash, again, racing game that I actually enjoyed, mainly because of a punching element. But there we go, it got 91% there, just to zoom in a little bit and zoom out a bit. And also an advert, is that for Computer Exchange? Oh, this is Solid Gold Exchange Club, ripping off the Simpsons there. I don't think they get away with that nowadays, especially not owned by Disney. But I'm pretty sure the Simpsons has outlived Solid Gold Exchange Club. If anyone knows different, please let me know, but I'd be very surprised. Another great Mega Drive, God, what a month. Fantasia, absolutely fantastic game. And again, one that really, really stood out for a Mega Drive. Remember, really, Super Nintendo's not really taking off just yet. Well, I'll say it's fantastic, but 61%. I really enjoyed that, so obviously enjoyed it a lot more than the Mean Machines guys, definitely. Just says it's let down by dreadful playability. I can't remember who did the main review. Well, Julian, Jazz has done the biggest write-up for it. And then here we have got a poster. Thanks to Matt Lyon for this excellent poster. There we go. So, is it Girls and Ghosts? Must be. Yeah, Girls and Ghosts. So, just to move on, I'm glad that's still in place. We have also got the top 10 charts here. Everything getting its own chart. Game Boy, the Sega chart, Nintendo, Mega Drive, Sega obviously Master System there. So, just have a quick look. Mega Drive chart, Sonic the Hedgehog, new entry. PGA Tour Golf, Afterburner 2, is it John Manton's football? James football? Why can't I make John Madden's? Oh God, brain went then. Blockout, Shadow Dancer, Golden Axe, Super Monaco, James Pond, and then Buster Douglas. On the Game Boy, Super Mario Land, Double Dragon, Spider-Man, Gargoyle's Quest, and Fortress. God, I really do need the eyes testing. On the Master System, Spider-Man, Heavyweight Boxing, Impossible Mission, Mickey Mouse, Dick Tracy, Indiana Jones, Axe Warrior. Oh, so that Golden Axe Warrior, I should say. Paperboy, World Soccer, Golden Axe. And on the NES, World Cup, Mario 2, Mega Man 2, Gremlins 2, Double Dragon, Tennis, Gauntlet 2, WWF, Punch Out, and also DuckTales. Oh, DuckTales is fantastic. That's part of the PlayStation Disney Capcom afternoon tea time collection or whatever it's called. It's got like Chip and Dale on there, Tailspin, and a few others. So next up we have got Spider-Man on the Mega Drive. A game that I bought a few years ago. Didn't cost me a massive amount, but I think it's just not a bad game at all. I still would have preferred Spider-Man on the arcade, which is absolutely fantastic. 90% they've given that. I will just try and get through this last bit quick as possible. Isolation Warrior on the NES, Starlight on the NES, on the Mega Drive, I should say. A game I never played before. Choplifter 2 on the Game Boy, so obviously that's done alright, 90%. Here's another big one, this one to get to. Streets of Rage, on the Mega Drive. This is where it all started, and I said so many times on the podcast, I remember wagging school one afternoon so we could carry on playing it. 90%, absolutely brilliant. Granted, it was bettered, just like I said with Road Rash 2, but still really, really good, you know. Oh, yeah, honestly, I just remember playing that for the first time and just being blown away by it. And what else have we got? Massive 2-page advert for a cancelled show. But really, really want to make sure people see this. So that was for the Ultimate Computer Game Show is back. The European Computer Entertainment Show, cancelled there, sadly, in 1991. Then what else have we got? We have got, what another good game for its time. Got beaten really by R-Type 3, but Super R-Type. Again, early release. I think it was like one of the launch releases over in the UK. I seem to remember it on all the posters and everything. 90% there. And we're more or less at the end. Just to show that not every game is loved. Goal on the NES, 33%. And I think that's more or less going to take us right to the end here. God, so many pages of adverts here. Well, I'll say adverts for Mega Mart, which is great if you want to obviously be selling things. You know, I think 6 pages in total. You know, for consoles, games, everything like that. I can see like a lot of people wanting to upgrade from computers to consoles in 1991. You know, for sales, Spectrum, Mega Drive, Rally, Mountain Bike, Atari ST-FM, Mega Drive, Master System, Nintendo, Game Gear, Commodore 64, games for sale, swaps, pen pals again, messages, trade, miscellaneous, hire a Super Famicom. You know, that was obviously a big thing. And then what else have we got here? Right near the end, some gossip on the Sega CD, or Mega CD over in our country. And I think that is more or less it. Next month, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. And yeah, so quite a lot covered there. Tried to, you know, not whiz through it too fast, but obviously I don't want to be recording for like an hour because a lot of people will get bored. But yeah, so thank you for watching. That was just a very quick look at September 1991. Might try and do another one of those, you know, in the next few weeks or maybe another pickups video or something like that. Again, please keep listening to the show. Leave a review if you can, if you want to as well, you know. And yeah, I better carry on with some writing now anyway for the next Amiga Addict. Thanks a lot, guys. See you soon. Thank you. Bye.